Happy birthday, Darla. These are all for you. Okay, so I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree chargers, and this one happens to be the gold one, but they do have silver one, but I couldn't find the silver one, so I'm going in with some Waverly Elephant chalk paint, and I'm going to cover this whole charger with this paint. And the only thing about it is it's a little bit dark for me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some of the white chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to use a dabber and just dab, kind of like dry brush, but just dab in different areas. And so I go ahead and just keep dabbing and blending until it's all blended, and so it'll look a little bit lighter. And I wasn't really going for any other effect other than the fact that I want it to be a little bit lighter. But I do this process twice. So here's my second time that I'm adding more, and I'm using a different dabber this time, a more thicker dabber. And I'm just going to keep blending as the paint is still wet. And I'm liking the effect. I'm really liking it. So now I'm taking some of these bamboo utensils, cooking utensils from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go in with some black chalk paint, and I'm going to paint them all in the black, both of them, and I'll do the front and I do the back. Okay, so now I'm going to let them dry, and I'm going to begin with my second project, which are the signs. And for these, I'm using these wooden puzzles that are in the children's toy section, and I'm just going to first hot glue all the puzzle pieces in place because I don't want them falling off. So these puzzles, they're all wood. Yeah, and they're nice size, and they're pretty thin too for signs, so they're pretty good. So I'm going to go in with some white chalk paint, and I'm going to put a little dab here and a little dab there, and then the same brush that I used to do the charger, I'm just going to go ahead and do these signs. So one will be a little bit darker gray, and the other one's going to be a more lighter gray because most of the paint off the brush is pretty much done, is pretty much gone. So one sign will be a little darker than the other, but you know what? I'm not mad at that. I kind of like that. So I'm just going to paint them real quick. And now I'm going to go in with these decals from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to spell on the charger the word eat. So this, let me tell you a little story about this. I have a friend who I teased and told her that I was going to make her a sign that said eat, and she says, no, I know what to do at my table. That's why I'm fluffy. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue these utensils onto the chargers, and I'm really liking the contrast of the gray with the black. So you know what I'm going to have to use for this, right? Yes. We're going to have to go in with some black and white buffalo check ribbon. And this one was the one from the fall. And it's the wide ribbon with the wire. And I'm just cutting off a nice decent size. And I'm going to make a quick little, real sloppy little bow. But it ends up being pretty cute. It's just a little sloppy at first. And I kind of finagle with it until I get it looking cute, and I do dovetail the two ends. So now I'll just make sure that it's nice and fluffy, fluff up the bow. Makes me think of my friend and her fluffiness. She's so cute. Anyway, now I'm just going to put a dab of glue on the top of the charger to adhere the bow, and press it, and that's it. I'm pretty much done with the front. Now all I need to do is create a little hanger for it. So I'll flip it over and I'll add a little bit of jute twine with a little bit of glue, and that's it. I'm done. Well, I do remove the little tag that's on the back. We don't need that. So yeah, that's it. This one is all done, looking super cute, and I'm really happy with it. I think it came out really cute, and I hope my daughter-in-law likes it because this is going to her for her birthday. She has her kitchen in these colors. Okay, so now on to the second one. Now that my paint is all dry, and I made these decals with my Cricut, and this one says made with love. So it's starting out real sweet. Made with love. Yes, we want everything that we make in the kitchen be made with love. But this is going to take a turn for the hilarious, because it's made with love, but if you saw in my preview, it means I licked the spoon and kept using it. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. So anyway, I don't know. I have a sense of humor. I love funny things. So yeah, that was my choice. And hopefully my daughter-in-law will understand the humor in it. Oh, she will. She's got a sense of humor too. So yeah, just gonna place this on there, and looking good. And now I'm gonna go in with a few little decals that I had left over from another project. These are just from the Dollar Tree wall decals, and they're just like little sprigs of like leaves or branches, or I don't know what they are. But I just placed them on there. I had them left over from another project I didn't use, so I just placed those on in different spots, and pretty much this one is done, except for the little, needs a little bow. I didn't want to use the big wide buffalo check bow that I used before. I wanted to use a smaller one for this one, so I'm just using the thin, more of a gingham black and white ribbon, and I'm going to make another quick little bow, and I'm just going to adhere it with some hot glue, and this one is done. Well, actually the tails are a little bit long, so I do trim these. I trim these off. But yeah, pretty much that's it. After I trim these, this one's done. The only thing I didn't show was covering the back and the hanger. But yeah, this one's done. Super cute. Super cute. Okay, so now we'll work on the second sign, or should I say it would be the third, I guess. The first one being the charger. This one that says today's menu, and again I made this with my Cricut, and I'm just gonna place it on there till I like it. I have to kind of finagle it. Trying to get it straight sometimes could be a challenge. I'm usually pretty good at it, but sometimes it does get me. So I just pull the transfer tape off, make sure it's nice and adhered, and now it says, the next line says eat it or, and then I remembered that the or was on there and I didn't want it on the same line, so I had to cut it off to save it for a little bit later, which I ended up using the or last. So the sign is going to say today's menu, eat it, and then it's going to have an or in the center, and it's going to say, I'm trying to figure out where to put the or. And I decided to put it last. So it's going to say eat it or, I'm still trying to put the or. Eat it or go hungry. Oh my goodness. I used to tell this to my children all the time when they were growing up. It's almost like everybody wanted something different. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Eat it or go hungry. Yep. And you know what? They ate it and they were just fine. So, yep, gotta be a little tough sometimes. So I'm just gonna remove this transfer tape. And I love it when everything just cooperates. And I finally put the ore on there. Yay! And then again, I used some more of those sprigs that I had left over. And these all came off of one decal. I think it's the one that said love. It said love in big letters, and then it had all these pieces like surrounding it. But I ended up using the love, but I didn't use all these pieces. So now I am. And again, I'm going to go in with a little piece of the black and white gingham ribbon. And I'm just going to make a quick little bow. This one I don't make too long. I make it just right. And put a little bit of glue. And adhere it. And I am done. All done with this one. And so the set consists of this charger and the two signs. And Darla, I hope you love them, and I hope you guys did too. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong, and have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.